What's good, YouTube? Steel here, and welcome to the first of 8 expert solo battle guides released alongside the Wisdom of Sea and Sky expansion. As always, the videos on this channel serve as guides to not only beat these challenges with 3 diamonds or less, but also the specified type. Quick reminder to please consider subscribing, as the final push for 1,000 subs is here, and thanks to every single one of y'all. The goal gets closer and closer with every video, with every day, with every stream, with everything. So I truly can't put into words how much all the support means to me. Also, feel free to join the Discord as we discuss all things Pokemon Pocket with the ever-growing community. The link will be down in the description below. But with that said, let's jump to the first challenger, Shuckle EX. As you can see, it has been paired with alongside Venusaur EX and Shaman, making it quite like a tedious pile, like very resilient. It heals a lot. It has a bunch of HP. Well, the Venusaur does, right? The Shuckle's a little on the weaker side. They have Leaf Cape, they have Erica. They're like very into what grass does, which is just surviving as long as possible. Things to know, however, is that barring a high roll with Shuckle where like they flip 3 heads or something, their early game is rather very weak, thus giving us enough time to like really set up, as their biggest threat is Venusaur, and until it gets 4 energy, it's not really even a threat. So if everything goes as planned, we should take care of this challenge way before that Venusaur even becomes a problem. And with the strengths and weaknesses of the opponent's deck in mind, it was to no surprise that the best deck for this challenge is Scolipede Nihilego. Despite Wisdom of Sea and Sky introducing some really cool and interesting dark types, such as like Absol, that's like a stretch, it's like a Hitmonlee that hits 30 in the bench. Has Houndoom that deals with like hand disruption. There's Tyranitar, but Tyranitar has like the pre-evolutions are fighting, so it wouldn't count as an all-dark deck. Like, although they represented, introduced a whole bunch of different strategies that seemed interesting or cool to try out, none of them really matched the power and speed of Scolipede. As you'll see in the gameplay, the focus of this deck is to get Scolipede out as fast as possible and start swinging for 70, and then the 140 HP bulk should be enough to withstand any attack that the Shuckle deck could produce, as well as the Barb serving as a reliable way to poison, makes it where like any aggression that the opponent produces is responded with like an even stronger attack. Like once they get poisoned, it's a wrap. Even Venusaur has a bunch of HP. Scolipede hits it way too fast, way before they could build it up, especially if they start allocating energy early to the Shuckle. Lily serves as a great way to keep up with the healing that the grass deck provides, and Guzma just removes the Leaf Cape, keeping the health ranges of the opponent's deck at a reasonable range. Granted, the Venusaur is rather bulky, but once again, it takes 4 energy to actually become a problem. Other than that, its attack for 60 gets mitigated by the Lily. So realistically, if you're able to get out Scolipede as fast as possible, or even semi-fast, like it doesn't have to be like on exact perfect curve, we're able to knock out whether it's the Shuckle, whether it's the Venusaur, way before any of it becomes a problem. The one flex spot in the deck I would have to say is the X speed. If you feel like you want more consistency, feel free to play in slot of that an Iono or maybe a second P-Coms. Also, if you want more hand disruption or more disruption in general, you could swap out the X speed for a copy of Silver or Mars or Red Card. Just something that makes it harder for them to either find the healing, like you could Silver away Erica's, or you could also just Red Card and Mars in a way where they can't find the Venusaur, although there's obviously luck involved in that. And personally, I went with X speed in order to like not lose tempo on hands where maybe I open Nihilego and then I find the Venipede. I want to be able to switch from Nihilego to Venipede without like losing the energy for the turn. Overall, this Scolipede list continues to be one of my favorite go-tos when it comes to expert solo battles, and I hope it once again helps y'all take on another expert solo battle. As always, there'll be a couple of sample games to show y'all the sequencing I follow, as well as like the ideal way to play the deck. Hope this video helps y'all, and above all else, stay pro. Alright, and we're going second, which is probably ideal. Like if we had to choose, or if we could choose every time, we would probably go second every time. Not that we can't win going first, it's just a lot easier once you're going second, right? Now, one issue is that Venipede cannot touch Shuckle, but that's okay. It's bearable, right? Like we could, again, we're in a good position to do well here. It's just a matter of what we draw. You see, like that's basically game over. The fact that we have the Scolipede set up already, they don't have any way of like disrupting the hand, so we're good to go. Yeah, 0 damage, nothing happens. And technically, if they flip triple heads, they also don't get poisoned. So we're actually hoping for at least 1 hit. If they get 3 hits, it's really bad. Okay, good. For a second, I was like, the video is gonna go down. Like, it's gonna go downhill real fast. If that would have hit triple heads. I've got the rare candy. So we're doing it 120 minus 20. So they're gonna left 10 HP, and then the poison gets rid of them. So yeah, that's basically, it couldn't go any better than that, I think, as a start. And now with Ivysaur, yes, they could evolve into Venusaur, but they can't attack for 3 turns, which is crazy. However, they do play Erica, they do play a bunch of heals, so... Which, although I'm not currently playing right now, feel free to add, like Silver or something like that, maybe instead of the X speed. Yeah, this part's gonna be a little bit annoying. The good thing is, yeah, we need to find a way to poison them. Basically, is ideal. But also, the second they attack for 60, we got something going. Hopefully, this finds some kind of a backup win condition, right? That's not it. All right, getting interesting here. Venusaur could be a problem if it gets all the way to the 4 energy, because it starts out-healing us and dealing way too much damage. We do have Lily, however, so... Like, right now, they're going to hit us down to... Like, Lily blanks out the Razor Leaf, right? Going Research instead of healing is good for us as well. Alright, because you see now... Now we're swinging big time. They still survive, right? Unless we draw Guzma. Okay, never mind. They no longer survive because of Nihilego. Regardless, I'll play it correctly. We'll heal up with Lily to prove that we weren't gonna lose regardless. But yeah, now that we do 120, Nihilego makes sure to knock out the Venusaur because the extra extra poison, which is what's so important about Nihilego. However, as always, we do multiple examples, so it's not just like oh I got lucky this one time and here's the video. So let's jump into the next example. Alright, now I can show y'all an example going first. I was like, hopefully we see the Venipede. Just a rare candy away from like taking off, but nonetheless. Alright, Bulbasaur is a great start, especially since we're going first. Had they had Shuckle, they could attack rather quickly. Now in this case, when they finally attack, we're able to set up Scolipede, right? Again, it feels good to be able to go against a deck that's not like doing hand disruption. Like basically every ranked deck. Like being able to draw out your cards. Whatever. It's a different format, but yeah. It's something that you can't see anymore in the rank ladder. Everybody's on Mars, everybody's on red cards, silver. Like, your hand is not safe at any moment. That's a pretty good draw. Let's go here. Alright. Technically, if they evolve into Ivysaur, they can't attack again. We take it. Especially since... Oh, wait, no. I was about to say... We're going to knock them out, but the Shaman plus if I have Erica for some reason or Leaf Cape, they definitely get out of range. But still. Thanks to Rare Candy, we're in the money. Boom. I guess this is as good a time as any to remind y'all that there is like some luck involved to a certain extent. Like, and by luck, I mean you could easily lose with some bad luck. Like in example number 1, had they flipped 3 heads with Shuckle, we would have lost. In this example, if for some reason we didn't see the Rare Candy, we would have lost too. But as you can see, as long as you get to establish Scolipede, you're fine. So if you want to add more cards like Iono or more Pokemon Communication, just anything to guarantee you to get the Scolipede or however much you feel comfortable with, by all means use it, right? We could technically use PComs here. Why not? Nothing else that... Like, it can't be worse than Scolipede. Although it's adjacently bad, right? Alright, let's go with Venom here. The only issue is that now they could definitely drop Bulbasaur swinging for 100. That's the only issue. And mathematically, I don't know if we could deal with that. Okay, if they drop Bulbasaur right now, we are in quite some trouble. Okay, we got lucky, we got lucky. And now thanks to the poison, we clear the Ivysaur as well. Regardless, probably in our best interest to do this. Alright, so we got the knockout there on Ivysaur. Which is just our first point, but they don't have Shuckle built up, and this Bulbasaur, yeah, it's in some tough water here. Although this deck does play double Ivysaur and just 1 rare candy, they're kind of like I don't know, it's like a reverse way of like how you should be playing decks, but let's see. Leaf Cape on the Shaman. We do have Guzma, so that's not a problem. Okay, Pokeball. I was hoping for Venipede, but I can't complain, I guess. We already used Pecom, so no reason to hold it. Nah, I think we just get it out the way while we can. I was gonna let it live for a turn, but just might as well. Force their hand or the lack thereof. We already got 2 points. Yeah, the best part about Shuckle is that if it hits us, if it makes contact with us, they lose on the clapback basically. But it's not even a clapback. When we're so far ahead, but yeah, I don't know. I don't have words for this Shuckle right now. Except that if it didn't hit us, it would have been able to survive, which is true. And that's one of our, I guess, we have the same system. Yeah, basically, super easy, right? Not much to it. If you figure out a way to, like, if you get to Scolipede, you should be good. If it takes too long and they get Venusaur, it could be a problem. But for the most part, it should be good. And like I suggested, alternatives that you might consider depending on how you're feeling. You could add Sabrinas. You could add more healing. You could add more ways to switch, more consistency pieces like Iono or more Pecoms. Whatever you feel is necessary. With that one slot where I put XP, you could basically put anything. And it should work for this list or this challenge specifically. Nonetheless, thank you for watching. This is the first solo battle of, I believe, 8 in this set. So look forward to more. Please consider subscribing, and above all else, stay pro.